Hello everyone and welcome to the FIFA 21 My Player Career Mode. For those of you that do not know me, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jake Buckley. I'm 25 years of age. I'm about halfway through my career. I previously played at Chelsea, but unfortunately, I have been branded as a flop. I started off as a promising youngster at a Premier League team and never quite managed to live up to that reputation at Chelsea. I was given up on, relegated to the bench, loaned away, and finally, I've ended up at Championship Football Club, Watford FC. This is my first season with the football club after they decided to give me a shot. I describe myself as an attacking midfielder. I just hope I get to play in a position like that in this team, but I also definitely consider myself a bit of a finisher as well. I definitely have a lot of attributes that you would associate with putting the ball in the back of the net, so I can create and finish as well. I may have fallen out of top flight football, the world of football may have given up on me, but I have not given up on myself. I cannot wait to prove to everyone and to myself that there's still a bit of fight left in the old dog. I've announced myself to the world once. It's time to re-announce myself. It's time to make my way back to the top. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. So let's begin this, ladies and gentlemen. My player career mode in FIFA 21. Of course, we are playing for Watford. We are playing in the Championship. It is the flop career mode. So I have a 70 overall and an 80 potential, 25 years of age. Of course, like I mentioned before, I do have an archetype style of that of a finisher that you guys have voted for. So we will be applying little extra boosts to my player that'll hopefully increase my overall. Probably not that much, the fact that I'm a cam, but you can see here that I'm a 70 in almost every single stat that's relative of my position. Defending, I'm a little less in. Obviously, goalkeeping is only at a 10, but that just makes sense. 3-star weak foot, 3-star skill moves, they'll hopefully improve over time. But let's start applying the increases, obviously, for each archetype. So finishing ends up getting only a +5 for the finisher trait. It doesn't make an awful lot of sense. You'd think it'd be a bit more, but volleys go up +10. Shot power goes up by +15. Jumping goes up by a decent amount as well, also by +15. The power attributes get such a boost. You have no idea with this archetype. 80 strength, and then of course 85 long shot. So we have got some unbelievable power in our right and hopefully left foot as well. In terms of our movement stats, really nothing is going to end up going up. That's all stuck to a 70. So maybe I'm not the paciest, but I've got a lot of strength. I've got some aggression, of course, as well. A lot of power. The penalties also get an 80+. So even though I'm a cam, I'm a center attacking midfielder, I definitely would probably have stats that would make you think I was a striker. It's probably the reverse of last career mode. But anyway, I am indeed now 71 overall as a result with that. And you would think that I have a lot of very high attributes on my play. You'd think I'd be almost bigger than that. But honestly, because of the fact that I'm a center attacking midfielder, that's probably the only reason why I'm only a 71. But still though, I'm pretty happy with the player to start it off. Hopefully we'll grow and even get possibly better. I know we've got a lower overall, but the potential is there. We can definitely still improve, and hopefully with dynamic potential, with player training, I might be able to get up as well. Just going through and showing you my running style, penalties taking style, free kick style, and everything. You'll see my celebration in game once I score my first professional goal. You'll also notice I'm only rocking with the default white boots. Don't worry, eventually we'll swap them over and wear some branded boots, but that has to be unlocked through an endorsement first when I achieve a milestone in my career, which I'll explain a little later. But for now, looking at my league objectives, I've got a fair bit to get through. Create 13 goals, whether you're setting them up or putting them away yourself. Hopefully I'll be able to manage that. Keep a 6.7 rating or higher. Should be able to get that. The pass completion's not too bad. And also 37 scoring chances. That might be quite tough. My current value is only $7 million for my 71 overall, 25-year-old player. I'm getting 17k a week, which is not too bad, obviously. And the fact that I am ranked 15th out of 30 in the team, hopefully I can start climbing up the order. But we have a pre-season tournament, a friendly tournament to get through. Basel, Fulham, and Legans there. So 3 teams that I'm hoping I should be able to feature in at least one or two of those games. It's definitely going to be at least two because I have not been selected for the first game against Basel, which is disappointing. Looking at the starting 11, it's definitely rotated a fair bit though. We do manage to grab a 3-2 win against them, which is obviously good for a preseason game. You know, you'll take it. I thought maybe the game against Fulham might be my first run, but unfortunately, no. I am still yet to play my first game. Again, it won't really count for much. It is only going to be a preseason game, but still, I'd like to get my run if we could. Gaffer. We get a 3-1 win in that one. João Pedro scores. Zinkernagel as well got one, who is going to be playing down the right wing for us this season. And finally, the Gaffer has agreed to put me into the starting 11. So this will be my first showing for Watford FC, my brand new team. Hoping to make amends for the poor first half of my career. Hopefully, this can be the start of a resurgence for me in my career. I've got not the greatest starting 11 out there for me, but hopefully I should still be able to manage. First game for Watford, here we go. At the San Siro, if you don't mind, for me to be playing my first game for a brand new club, albeit a friendly game, I'm definitely going to take this opportunity. I am going to be playing, it looks like, in the holding midfield position in the middle, which is intriguing because, I mean, this formation of ours does not facilitate an attacking midfielder. We are 2 centre mids and a CDM, but whenever I play, I'm going to take it upon myself maybe to just get up the field regardless anyway and still try to track back whenever possible because I want to be amongst it as much as possible. Being a cam, I definitely should be able to do that. But either way, on our first little attack, I'm trying to ask for the ball. I'm not going to get it on that occasion from João Pedro. A little bit of space on the edge of the box. Have my first attempt of the game. That one just unfortunately got blocked. Of course, it would in oh my god, this game. The bloody the toes, the tippy toes stopping that one from going in, but very early on in the game. I have another shot here. Keeper's outstretched palm is able to get that one away, and I'm coming so close. In the first 10 minutes alone, I've had 2 shots on target, and I am threatening. For a centre midfielder, I'm getting a decent amount of efforts off here. You know, I still want to play my role, of course, as a centre mid. I don't want to get too far forward. I know I'm maybe contradicting myself a little bit here, but I am trying to get myself in a position to get the first one out of the way, and we've hit the back of the net for the first time, but offside is the call from the linesman, and I should have probably seen that one coming because I thought in the moment there was a half a chance I would be offside, and yeah, just went a little bit too early. I think I was almost trying to backtrack by the time the ball had actually started coming my way, which is disappointing. But either way, we're going to push forward on this counter-attack. I've been going non-stop for my first goal. I still haven't got it yet. I've got acres of space. Not many defenders back for Legant here. We're going to set up Deli. Oh my goodness. What a strike. My first goal is still in wait. But oh my. It's an assist. And what a goal. What a finish. The assist itself was reasonably simple. You know, wasn't a precise, unbelievable through ball. We just set it up for Deli, and he has absolutely smashed that in to the back of the net. Lovely finish. If all my chances that I create are put away with that sort of venom, then I'll be a very happy boy for sure. Look at me getting a dribble on, going right on past the defender with the step overs. Lovely stuff. João Pedro holding the ball up. Not doing anything apart from what I need him to do. That's unfortunate. But this first half of mine, I've been all over it. I'm setting up again. Another one of my teammates, Zinkernagel, back to me. Could this be the first? No. We give it off again. Try to lay it off for Deli once more. Still no good. Laying it off one more time. Is this a shot? No. It is, but it is a shot, but it's not a goal. It's a shot that's saved. And on the counter-attack, they won't have enough time. We got to cut them off regardless. And that is going to be the end of the first half. And geez, I had my fingerprints all over it. I was controlling the tempo like Thiago in his prime, like genuinely. Unbelievable first half from me. And it makes you think, Gaffer, how did it take you so long to play me? I did have an awful lot of shots and still yet to hit the back of the net. But my 1 assist and, yeah, an 8.3 rating. Nothing but greens, ticking the boxes. Brilliant. I've already gotten an interception here. Could this be the moment? After winning the ball back myself, it's the first goal for Watford. It may not be a competitive game. It may only be pre-season. I may still be getting warmed up, but holy dooly, that is a nice one. Winning possession back, and the finish, like I said, they don't call me the finisher for nothing with the archetype that you have given me. So there we go. We put all those power stats, those finishing stats to good use, and we grab now finally our first goal. Again, I can't wait to get my first actual goal. Sheesh, interceptions, getting tackles now as well, winning the ball back ridiculously. I am honestly just, it's incredible. I'm a jack of all trades in centre midfield. I'm getting so much action. João Pedro taking so long to get the ball off, and now across into me. That's a dangerous one. I somehow am able to win the header there, thankfully, and continue the attack. Maybe it might potentially set up another opportunity. Indeed it will. Another chance on the left foot this time. With my right, with my left, I can assist, I can intercept, I can win the ball back. Oh my God, what a game I am having. I am probably playing one of the games of my career, and it's my first appearance in a Watford shirt. Again, albeit pre-season, albeit Legans in La Liga, or gosh, are they even in the first division in Spain? Who knows? But geez, what a performance I am putting on here. Gosh, I may as well get my very first assist, if you do not mind, for Watford. I've only gone and won the ball back again right there. Like, genuinely, an unbelievable performance. With very little time left to go, I'm pushing to get the assist, making the run. The through ball's not bad. Can we get there? No. Only the 70 pace I have. I've got power, that's for sure, but the pace, maybe not quite. And we're not able to get the ball back. And with only 2 minutes of stoppage time, the ball at the wrong end of the pitch. I go sliding in. I'm not going to get it. It's only going to be not a hat-trick of goals, but a hat-trick of goal involvements regardless. It is 2 goals and 1 assist. What a game. My first ever match for Watford is an absolute banger. And I don't know what more I could have possibly done to show the gaffer that I belong in this starting 11. I tell you what, the Premier League may have been a bit too much for me to chew, or I may have bitten off a little more than I could chew with the Premier League at the start of my career, but geez, Watford, championship level, oh my goodness me, I'm absolutely just murdering. Look at that, 10 match rating. Now after that game, we get a very interesting bit of information. Watford signed Macon for 11 million from Shakhtar Donetsk, of course a Brazilian from that Ukrainian club. They get nothing but Brazilians going over there, but he is a centre midfielder, 23 years of age, and actually higher rated than I am right now. So he's younger, higher rated, and playing in a position that I would like to be playing in. So that's more competition the day of or after I put in a banging performance. And look at this too. I have only gone and got myself dropped from the starting 11 once again after the signing of this Macon guy. They're going to give him a run. Cleverly's in there. Sanchez as well. I don't get to play the semi-final. Thankfully, Ismail Assar is able to score, and so too, again, a second time to make it 2-1. We make the final. Surely, after my phenomenal game, this... I can't believe it, lads. I can't believe it. Out of 5 games in pre-season, I've played 1. I am as fit as a fiddle. I have had a 10 out of 10 performance, literally, and I'm still not being selected. And in the final itself, oh, would you look at that? Karma. Udinese have beaten us 3-2. We signed this Macon guy, higher rated. It just ruins any chance again, or it really makes it harder for me to get into the starting 11. Because look, Chalobah is higher rated than I am, bloody Sanchez, Will Hughes, the signing of Macon, Cleverly as well, all higher rated than me. In time, with training and with potential, and hopefully with attribute boosts as well through getting endorsements that we'll get later on after we hit some certain milestones, that like eventually my overall will get higher. But 71 is just, even still for Watford, not a high enough rating for this game or for this manager to put me in the starting 11. And it's really frustrating me. Of course, I've got amazing striking stats, like if I was to become a striker. Obviously, the vote was so close. Who knows? Maybe I might even dabble between the two, really. But honestly, even if I was to just straight up change my position and say, look, Gaffer, I want to play up striker, I've still got Andre Gray and João Pedro and Hernandez, who's loaned away, who will come back and probably make things even more difficult. Troy Deeney. There are so many other players that can play at striker as well. So we have got quite the conundrum. I might not exactly get my chance to play in the immediate future. I definitely won't be able to play as many games as I would like, and that is disappointing when you consider the fact that even though I'm only 71 overall, I'm still so happy with my stats and everything. I don't know. I clearly just need to get training and to get my overalls as high as possible. So I've got these drills that I've lined myself up for. I'm going to be doing those all throughout the season. Hopefully my overall starts to fly and I might find my way into the starting 11. But yes, on top of that, the signings don't stop. We have picked up Demba Ba for $470,000. And if those of you watched the last My Player Career Mode in FIFA 20, he was signed by my first club in the FIFA 20 My Player Career Mode. So what is with Demba Ba following me all around wherever I play? It's ridiculous. But hey, Demba Ba's now playing for Watford. It's jokes. Anyway, a little bit of player training because I am just an absolute beast. Of course I am, and I'm so motivated to get up to the top. I'm putting in all the effort that I possibly can in training. All A ratings, if you do not mind, thank you very much. My upcoming targets, of course, I'm going to try to hit in the 4 games, but in order for me to hit those targets, Gaffer, I'm going to need to be put in the starting 11. This is what the manager thinks is Watford's strongest starting 11 after a pre-season first game of the competitive season going up against Huddersfield. The midfield consists of Macon, Hughes, and Cleverley. And it makes me think if Macon had never been signed, would I be in that starting 11 or would it be someone else? I do not know. But either way, a 3-0 victory for Watford in the first game. I will eventually play my first competitive game. I just have to give it some time. But it's just very frustrating that this one guy comes in and looks like he's really sort of stuffed up my chances of getting a bit of a run. I think being an attacking midfielder in a formation like this, in a team like this that has got 2 centre mids and a CDM is proving quite, proving quite detrimental to my chances of getting in the starting 11. We lose this game to Swansea. More training. All A ratings again. I'm bloody committed. Gaffer, do you not see the effort I'm putting in training on the pitch? It's ridiculous, yet still we are not getting selected, at least hopefully for this cup game against Gilling. No. Still not getting picked. Not even for cup games. Unbelievable. I'm up to a 73 now as well. And you're playing Sanchez, even if this is a cup game and you typically rotate. What is it going to take? Why did the manager bring me in, only get another centre midfielder in from bloody Brazil, from a Ukrainian club to take my spot? It makes no sense. This Gaffer is starting to boil my piss. I've got 4 games left in the transfer window. If I don't play at least one of them, mate, I'm putting in a transfer request or a loan request or something. But thankfully, or not thankfully, sorry, we still don't get selected for Barnsley. I'm absolutely losing it. I'm going absolutely off. A 3-1 win, thank you, very nice. But at this point, I'm honestly not bloody caring about team results. What is it going to take? Finally, we get to the Bournemouth game and I have been selected to play against Bournemouth. It only took like 4-5 games of the season for me to play my first. I can't believe it, but it is my first game, my first competitive game for Watford in the Championship. And even though I had a banging pre-season, I need to back it up here with an equally good performance if possible. Ladies and gentlemen, let's do this. First game of the Championship. Here we go. Off we go then, ladies and gentlemen. Demba Ba, I am playing alongside. I don't know why this man just is he's my wing. Like, destiny has provided me a wingman again. It's absolutely crazy. Hopefully we can continue to tear it up. I am playing at the left centre midfield position, where I know I originally was playing like middle CDM last time out, but getting pushed out left this time. It's an intriguing one, but we are kicked off, underway, immediately got a corner, immediately got a goal. Demba Ba has only gone and headed it home in absolutely no time. Jeez, I actually tried to call the cross in for me, and I just kind of got my run a little mixed up, but Demba Ba was right there. My wingman, if you don't mind. I'm calling him the wingman from now on. I hope he follows me no matter where I go. I mean, he's only 35. He's probably retiring pretty soon, but Yeah, great start to the game. Jamal Lewis is in there. I try to play another ball up for the wingman. Demba Ba, it's just a little too much from me on this occasion. Demba Ba heading down for me. I jump over one, leave the ball behind, but I'm able to go and get it back. And can we facilitate Demba Ba one more time? I'm running forward, waiting and waiting. They're sagging off me. I'm getting a bit of space now. Might charge in. Have my first shot on goal. And it is saved by Asmir Begovic. Very, very close, but not quite. I mean, it's a good effort. Smashed in at the near post, and that was on target, but just a very nice save. Macon, the man that has come in for me, he plays like a ball floated up, like a cross to no. It's just a weird ball floated up in the air when he should have just kept it on the turf. I didn't understand that, didn't like that, but either way, that was really everything else that happened in that first half, so not much. In the second, though, again, Macon playing that floated ball, that weird floating ball that almost crossed down the middle of the park, and I don't quite get it. He goes for some sort of a back heel into Demba Ba. Bar's getting no service with this guy at all. It's frustrating. A shot there, a deflection, and what a deflection to go straight to Junior Stanislas, and now we are tied up at 1-1. We were really doing quite well in the first half, but in the second, sheesh, we have not been great. Macon just keeps bloody turning it over. Tom Cleverley's going to now come into the game for Jamal Lewis, which is an intriguing substitution, but still, either way, we push on. A little cross once again by Macon. That is an awkward one for Ismail Assar. Comes off him, and it ends up being a bloody throw-in. I am sick to death of this guy turning the ball over constantly. And yes, finally, the gaffer has realised what an absolute fraud and what a donkey this guy is. Jesus, I can't believe this dude is stealing my position. And now Ismail Assar throws it in and just gives it away. What are we doing in the second half? What chance do we have of getting back into it? I'm fuming. And now Kabasele brings it down. He can't get the pass off to me in time. Like, honestly, shot, save, cleared away. That one's barely going to be able to stay in as well. Like, lads, we're having an abysmal second half. I've barely been able to touch it because my bloody teammates keep turning it over. I'm making a run out to the left. I'm not going to be able to have a chance to shoot. Maybe Lazar will, but he just doesn't shoot. He just doesn't go for it. He doesn't cross. He doesn't shoot. He just waits to be tackled. And, well, that's going to be the end of the game. It's an atrocious second 45 minutes. I barely get to do anything with it. I tried my best to facilitate, to get in a position to score, but I was getting no service. Couldn't provide any service because there were no players for us up the field, or we kept turning it over. It was just a stinky, stinky game. But either way, at least I do finally unlock my very first endorsement, because we have hit now our first milestone, and that is to play my first professional game of the series. And so I can finally say goodbye as a reward to the default white boots. I have got myself a New Balance sponsorship. I don't get to upgrade my attributes with these ones, unfortunately, but I do, however, get to pick from two New Balance boots, if you don't mind. I don't mind the two of them, to be honest with you, but these last ones here, I reckon we might go with these ones. So yeah, we've got a tiny little sponsorship with New Balance. Hopefully down the road we might get Adidas, Nike, Jordan, all those lads. It'll be beautiful, but still though. More updates, of course, more goals to hit. Again, going to be hard when I'm not being selected. I miss the game against Nottingham Forest. Got a game against Leeds. That would be magnificent, but once again, not picked. It's the fact that I'm not even getting picked for a lot of cup games is what's really starting to get under my skin. We are still going in the competition. You get a 3-1 win. A lot of opponents have had red cards against us. That's all I'm saying. And finally, I have decided that's really enough. I decided to request a loan. I don't know if I'll actually go or not, but really at this point, it's just more or less trying to get the manager to do something, to take notice. A 1-1 draw there against Brentford. I continue to sim, continue to get my all-A ratings. I'm up to bloody 74. I'm hoping the suffering will not persist throughout the entirety of the season. As we now are in deadline day, even if I did get any loan offers, I don't think I'd fully consider them. We got one here for Hanover, but honestly, as frustrating as it is right now at the beginning, our overall is going along pretty well. I get the feeling we'll be hitting 75, 76 in a few months. So if we can keep going like the way that we have been going, I feel like eventually our pain will be a little bit less, and we will eventually start seeing more regular first team action. And it's just a bit of a waiting game. It's frustrating, but I have faith. I do. We've got Preston the next game, and I think we will be selected for that one, which is beautiful. But even more crazy than that is that we have Chelsea, the next team we face in the Carabao Cup. Gosh, I hope I get selected for that one, going up against my former team. That would be quite the story, wouldn't it? But one last game for this episode against Preston. Can I get my first goal and my first professional assist, if possible, against them? And wouldn't you know it, it's also my first game in front of the home fans at Vicarage Road. This would be a perfect time to get it. Lads, can we manage it? One last game for the day. Here we go. And what a night it is. It's beautiful under lights. The rain coming down. It looks absolutely scenic and lovely, but the rain is obviously, you know, maybe not the greatest thing to play in, but who is complaining? A little rain has never hurt anybody. I am playing in that CDM role, that holding midfielder role, but like I said in the preseason game at the San Siro, whenever I play CDM, I'm effectively going to play it like I'm a cam anyway. I'm pushing up. I don't care. I'll still try to get back as much as possible, but this surely could be the first chance. Hughes doesn't even shoot. Then I try to ask for the ball back. He gives it away. That looks so similar to the assist I got for Delhi. A shot here for me. Brilliant start at the beginning of the game. A lot of activity. Nearly an assist. Nearly a goal. This one I thought for sure was going in. How did it go wide? Oh my God, only just. The shadow on the post. You'd think it was almost touching on the way through. Preston get up one end. A ball up over the top, which I thought was going to be onside. It turned out, thankfully, it wasn't. Cross in there. Ball up in the air. It's eventually dealt with, headed away, and with stoppage time gone, that spelled the end of the first half. Not an awful lot of activity, but geez, we were getting close. I sensed that we were. We were playing pretty well in the first half. I didn't see a crazy amount of action, but I still started pushing up even more in the second. And look, it's got me the chance for the first goal. Surely no! Denied by Rude, and oh my God, are you kidding me? What a save by the Preston goalkeeper. It's so similar. I nearly got an assist the same way I did in the game at the San Siro, and I nearly scored an identical replica of my first goal. Unbelievable. Another effort. This one has hit the post, but the outside of it. Are you kidding me at this point? What is it going to take for me to get my first goal? Rattling the woodwork. It's just cruel at this point. Maybe Demba Ba can get something. A Croft floated in ball again, Macon. You've got to be... I'm sick of this guy. I hate him already. Can we just transfer his ass out of here, please? Maybe Hughes and Ba can sort something out. Yes, he can. With about 20 minutes to go, Demba Ba comes up with the much, much needed goal. As much of an involvement as I've had in this game, I cannot quite get my first assist or goal at Vicarage Road. I've still got a bit of time to maybe get a sealer. Incredibly, Demba Ba's coming off after getting us the go-ahead goal. Troy Dean is coming on. I'm being moved to right midfield, so that's a change in formation, and it's more of a defensive change. I know it's right midfield, but it's maybe more like right wing back. So I'm an attacking midfielder, being pushed out wide, being played at CDM. I've got a gaffer that doesn't play me, and when he does, he's playing me out of position. This is a frustrating start, but it's life of, I suppose, a flop footballer which is having a rough time in his career. I feel like eventually things are going to come good. Once the overall kicks on, that bloody gaffer is going to start treating me right, whether he plays me at striker or centre midfielder. I don't know, but a little bit of pain. We're still waiting for the first goal, the first professional assist. I think we'll get there eventually. Do not worry. But, yeah, we're going to leave things here. That Chelsea game coming up will be hopefully an amazing one if we can get selected for it. But this game, though, here, ladies and gentlemen, against QPR, will be the next game that we hopefully play. It looks like we haven't been selected for it, but maybe I might have a word with the manager. Maybe things will change. But, lads, it's been a cracker. Thank you so much for watching the first episode of the FIFA 21 My Player Career. I will see you for the next episode, but until next time, if you are new around here, don't forget to like and subscribe for the next episode. I'll see you all next time. Catch you later, and bye-bye.